How's everyone doing today? We are nearing Halloween. Yay! My name's Krista and I'm the owner of Texas Gypsy Style, and we are continuing a buffet that I started on Dixie Belle like so long ago. But guess what? I still have it, and we're just gonna keep going on it because it's so easy to pick up where we left off. Hey Shaz! Where we picked off. It's so easy to pick up where you left off with painting this way, because I only use one color at a time. So I don't have to open up like, you know, the 3-4 colors that is all along here. Like now I'm just gonna go open up Tree Frog and just hop right to it. So, if y'all are just joining in, let us know where you are watching from. Do y'all like my friend Frank? Yeah, that's my my in-house audience today. So here's my Tree Frog. Hi, Treva. Thank you for noticing, Crystal. I almost am there. I didn't get the Tree Frog color in there. I tried, but it didn't come out green. And yeah, my cup matches. I mean, I'm always matchy with my furniture. At least I try to be. Oh, let me pull out. Uh-oh. I'm trying to get my my brush, and where I usually have them, I'm out, so I gotta open up a new box. So is everybody ready for all the Halloween kind of festivities? Thank you. I just got my hair cut and my hair all did up, so sometimes we get to groom ourselves. Oh. It's like shower or go get my hair done. Well, you know. I'll let y'all figure that one out. Okay, so I got my Tree Frog, I got my chip brush, and this one is a little bit frayed at the top, so I'm going to, if I have a pair of scissors out here, Lord have mercy, all of my things are gone. All right, well, if I had a pair of scissors out here, that's okay. So I'm not gonna be using any water, so don't use water whenever you're dry brushing. If you do, it won't come out as edgy or distressed looking. It'll start blending, you know, like everybody's used to blending. So we don't want to actually blend those colors together here. I want them to kind of plant it, you know, right on top of each other. So what I'm doing now is I dipped in here, and now I'm just wiping back really well. Thanks, Donna. Donna Priest is my BFF, and she is here local with me and lives in the same town as me, so we're here in Hampton Roads. All right, so let's get cracking. I've already done a lot of this because this is a series. If you're interested in seeing the whole thing done, you can go to my Facebook page, and I'll show you guys on there. But we've got to work on the sides really quick. So I'm going to move this big boy over. And on here, I don't always I don't always have to have it colored in all the way. So this is Peacock, and I kind of left some of the wood peeking through. So that's what I wanted though, so that I'm gonna continue on from there. And let's get started here. I like to bring y'all in here. Okay, so I talk about framing out. Let me get that up. Okay. So I talk about framing out your boxes and your squares. So I've already done that with the peony. Peacock is my base coat, and I will just do like a different kind of layer with the tree frog. So right off the bat, I am just going to cut in here and go down, up, get up under all my ledges. I'm just making a box. I'm not using any water. I'm just taking this out, going up under there. I don't have to be exactly perfect. I want to get up in my corners, and this will start creating, you know, another textured, layered look. You can see right here really well. On the bottom, I'm going to flip my brush over like this. Yes, I think that the chip brush works the best for this, so get you some chip brushes. Okay, so I've did my frame around here, and now I'm going to come and frame this guy. And you can flip your brush however you want. I'm just dragging mine all the way down to the bottom, and then I'll do it over here. I'm going to come up under here, under the ledge, and I'm going to hit this corner. It doesn't have to be perfect. There is no perfect. I saw a quote today, and it said something like, don't try to be perfect, it'll never happen. Yes, Isabella, I buy them in bulk. So I try to wash them when I can, but I mean, that doesn't always happen. So, but yeah, we use a lot of them. Okay, so now I've got all that framed out, but I want to do something in the middle here to make it more, you know, distressed kind of looking. So what I do is I kind of just tilt my brush to the side. I've got some paint on here, and I just kind of start bringing it down. And what's nice about this is there's no sanding, and I have a good amount of paint on here, so I'm just going to drag it down. And it kind of just creates like a little distressed look without sanding. So it looks like I've got layers upon layers on here. And I like to work from the outside to the inside. It's just an easy way to think about it. And for those of you that don't work with color a whole lot, this might be, you know, a good tutorial for you, or just to learn how to place it. And once you get the basics down, you know, you're free. You can just go with it, and wherever you feel like that needs to happen, you just get it on there. Okay, I can go heavier or lighter, so the green really pops off of the peony. So you'll begin to see which colors really, you know, grab your eye and your attention. So on the sides, I'll start on my more outside. I don't like to do a whole lot on the inside, but there's times when I do. Remember, we've got one more color, so, and that's the metallic. And I'll be doing the same effect with that as well for the most part. Okay. And so we'll head back over to the front of this and we'll get Moonshine Metallics out. That way y'all can see how that goes. I'm trying to see if there's questions. I'm sorry I can't see too far away. Maybe I need to go get my eyes checked. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Anyway, I love this color Tree Frog. Love it. It's really pretty. It can be a bright, you can make it look very bright, but you can also make it look very deep and rich, like an emerald, on certain pieces, or on whenever you're painting, just in general. Depending on like what you seal it with and things like that. Okay, so cool. All right, we'll go around the front now. Okay. So let me wheel this sucker back out of here. Alright, let me grab the gold digger. Okay, now here's my gold digger. Okay. And I'm going to use a chip brush with that too. Ah! And it always sticks. So I slam it on the floor and that helps out a lot to get it undone. Get me another chip brush. And we can get busy. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. So for those of you that have not seen a Texas Gypsy style buffet, I usually do 3 colors and a metallic. You can use whatever 3 colors you want. Whatever you're trying to match in your decor, or you see a color you just want to try, you know, go for it. I have video tutorials on these, and y'all can just go to my website, www.texasgypsystyle.com, and that's the hub for the TXG, okay? All right, so let's start on this door right here. Once again, I will go up under this. There's Frank. Okay. Okay, so quick lesson with Moonshine Metallics. You want to go easy on it, okay? Don't do a whole bunch, because at first it looks a little frothy, not milky maybe, and you're like, oh man, what's it doing? The best thing to do is don't do anything more to it at all, okay? So like, if I didn't like that, I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it. Let it dry. Give it a few minutes because it's gonna shine up and it's gonna clear up that milkiness, and you're gonna see what it truly looks like then after. So that is my advice to you. If you're new to Moonshine Metallics, I would not go and paint an entire piece with it. You need to practice with it first, okay? And I really need to chop off the end of this brush because I want it straight. I want to be able to cut in. Okay, I'm gonna cut it with my my little thing right here. Hold on. Okay, it's kind of working. Okay, I'm gonna go get my scissors. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my scissors. Sorry. Got so much going on. Okay, if you're not happy with how your brush is working, your chip brush, I wouldn't go and cut your nice expensive brushes. But your chip brush, definitely cut and make a very straight, smooth edge like so. That way, you can get a more defined brush. Okay, here we go, back. Moonshine Metallics, here we go again. All right. This one's Gold Digger. Okay, so a lot of your Jacobean style cabinets have, you know, usually like 2 doors and some kind of pretty center. I'm going to frame out, once again, oh heck, hold on. When you cut down too far, it gets fatter. So you really, you really don't want to have to cut down too far like I did. The other thing is to get it where it has a lot of the paint on there, through and through. That way it'll bind together to make a point better. Okay. So I'm going to be framing out like I do. And now see, I don't like that because it's too fat. Thick. Oh, these brushes are not awesome either. Dixie Belle actually has really good chip brushes. These are just some that I got like from Harbor Freight. Ugh, and they are awful. Awfully awful. Or maybe I ordered them on Amazon. Let's try this one. Okay, I got another box here. Y'all have any questions while I'm finding a worthy chip brush? For crying out loud. Seriously, this is the first time I've ever had to do this. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going, and if we have too much shimmer, well, so be it. I mean, I'm kind of down with it anyway, so. I love shimmer. Everything I do ends up having a little shimmer on it. Okay, so even on here, I'm going to drag my brush along there and hit it with the metallic right here. It doesn't look so great right now because it's got that milky milkiness to it. You guys know what your clear coat looks like, your liquid clear coat? That's basically what's in here. And you know, like with that, you have to wait until it dries for it to go clear. So it's the same thing, same concept. That's what's in here. So what I do first is I frame everything out, and then I go back and do my faux distressing looking, you know, artsy fartsy look. Does that make sense? And that's when I talk about the sunlight and it hitting, and you know, you're getting all of the shadows and things like that. So, trying to make sure y'all can see. Right here, I'm gonna hit the ledge always, because the sunlight would definitely hit the edge no matter what. Same here. If the sun's coming from where I think it's coming from, so should I say. Alright, so I'm going to just come along here, and I'm framing this part out right here. My hand does not bend that other way, so. Okay, and then I'm going to come around this little decorative centerpiece and frame that out. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. We are outlining basically to just enhance all these pretty carvings that are on here. Okay. So we're going to move on to the center. Okay, I'm going to look back in just a second, but give me some likes or loves if y'all want me to move in closer, which I'm just going to do because I think closer is better. I need an artist can brush. I'll have to look that up. I will have to look that up. Thank you for mentioning that. That's why we talk about our problems out loud. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, gosh, I'm like right below it. Okay, there we go. All right, so once again, I'm gonna go, under. Well, like I said, this was the first time I've ever had the problem. My God, I've been doing it for years. 2 different boxes. Oh. They are glowing. Look. Oh, it's gonna be, okay, let's do this middle part. It's gonna be so pretty. All right, so here are my little raised areas. So lightly brushing because Moonshine Metallics goes a long way. And guess what? If I don't put enough on there after it dries, I'm like, oh, it needs more. I can go back and add more. Right? Here, I'm gonna frame, these are drawers. I'm framing these out. You can open them to do this and hit those edges a lot easier, but I'm trying to save a little bit of time, so that's why I'm gonna do it like this. I work in very simple sections at a time. I mean, it's very it's very easy once you get it down and do it a few times. Like I said, it don't have to be perfect. This isn't perfect, but it's given me that distressed look that I love. If you're loving it, then, you know, keep it going. This is your art, your piece. I said before, this actual buffet is super duper ornate and carved and all this inlay stuff. So not all of them are like this, I realize that. But it does give you a good idea, you know, of what you can do with all these different little grooves and designs. So I'll come in here with my chip brush and I'm just going to town in here, doing the best I can to go around all these curves. I know it isn't perfect, people. I know that. That's why I'm doing it this way. I want it that way. So imagine if I were to be sanding this, okay? I'm creating my layers backwards, I guess, with paint though. So instead of getting the sander out, I like it this way. And you don't want to sand metallic paint anyway. You might get gummy on the sander. Y'all see? So the reason I do it this way is because whenever I do hit the very edge of like this little scroll, it really makes it pop. And I'm actually, leaving these areas not touched so that it draws your eye into each and every little curve. Yes, you can get out your little art brushes, your little flat brushes, and go to town with it that way. I just like a challenge and do it this way, I suppose. So, but I have done it with some art brushes from time to time, just because it might be a little too close to get any type of effect. So that's all. Once again though, I say don't use water when doing any of this. Put your spray bottles away. You can use it for putting on your base coat, but that's it. It's tedious, but it looks awesome in the end. I don't want to just go and like brush all the way across. Yes, I know you can do that, but you're not gonna get what's going on right here because you're just gonna brush all the way over it. Does that make sense? This gives you more of a real distressed look. You know, like I actually sanded over this. That's what would happen. So like I said, we're just going to frame out everything until we're done with that, and then I'll move on to creating like a flow and, you know, an artistic kind of look to it. Not really artistic even, just like a natural, like an element in it, which is going to be the sun. I always like to pull in the sun and where it is beaming from, and I like to beam it from the top right to the bottom left. So it's gonna start way over here and come drag across that way. So, but I don't do that until all this is done. Oh, we made you a believer, Susan. I know. That happens every time. I'm telling you, you're not the only one. People stopped watching long ago because they're like, oh, that's not gonna work. But you'll see the pictures of it complete and you'll be like, oh my God, how'd that happen? I have people on my YouTube video comment the same thing. They say, I really didn't know where you were going with that. And then it was like everything I ever wanted. So stay with it. Stay with it. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But you know, I've also had people say it's hard for them to do, but it just comes, you know, it's not what's natural, you know, maybe, or maybe if you're used to blending, you know, it's really hard to make that switch to no water. It's hard for me to do that switch to blending. So it's a challenge. So, but it's good to have those challenges and try something new. So you can see, like, if I scoot this back, now you're gonna see, like, oh my God, it needs more gold. You'll just see what it's missing all around now. Get over here. So you can kind of take these steps and use it on different styles of furniture. I I just think that this style, the Jacobin style buffets in particular, are so much fun to do this on. So, and a lot of people have but just a hard time deciding what colors to do their Jacobin style buffets. I see that a lot on the group pages, like Dixie Belle's got the World of Chalk Paint group page and the Chalk Paint Mineral Enthusiast page. And that question comes up a lot with these, because they're all like, you know, oh my god, it's so pretty and it would be so fun to paint. Well, then you get it in front of you and you're like, ah, what do I do, you know? But like I said, you can do it in neutral colors as well. So it doesn't have to be all bright and colorful. But if you're looking to try bright and colorful, this is the easy way to do it. And you really have to, like once you get done framing everything, like I say, you really need to step back and take a look at the whole thing, like from across the room, if possible. And you'll see where you need to add more or do less. It's all about, you know, what your eye is seeing. It's eye candy. If it's not, if it doesn't look appetizing, you're not going to eat it. I don't know what my time is. Somebody got the time? Anybody got the time? East Coast time? Okay, so now I'm gonna move on. Oh, what you got? 340? Oh my. Oh man. See, it takes, I know I'm talking a lot too, but it takes a minute to do all this. Well, I'm gonna end here. So you guys got to see Moonshine Metallics. Come on. 8:30. Okay, thank you. All right, so I've got just like 5 more minutes left. I'm going to see you guys next month on here. I come on like every other Friday at 3 p.m. Or you guys can go to my website at www.texasgypsystyle.com, and that's the hub. Y'all can find your way to things like this through my website and to my Facebook, live videos, Facebook group, video subscription, things like that. You guys can order your Dixie Belle products and supplies from the link that I have in the description of this video. We used, this is Peacock, Peony, Tree Frog, and Moonshine Metallics Gold Digger. It doesn't stop there because I've got to do the top of this too. Yeah, so it's a whole thing. And I will be using Dixie Belle's No Pain Gel Stain in the color Walnut because that's my favorite. I love it. Happy Halloween to you guys. I hope that y'all get to enjoy in some sort of festivities and have a good time with friends and family. So I will leave y'all here, and thank y'all so much for joining me on Friday afternoon. This was Fun Furniture Friday. I know a lot of people have been waiting to see Texas Gypsy style, so this is my painting technique and I love it. I'm passionate about it and I love teaching you guys about it and trying to get y'all to y'all's furniture painting goals. So thank y'all again. Have a great weekend. See y'all.